Wow. Just wow. Man, I literally watched Wrestle Kingdom 14 at least 4 times, including 2 nights. So, let me get this straight. That one moment when you realize Wrestle Kingdom 14 is a lot better than every WrestleMania that WWE has done. Well, I don't know about WrestleMania 17, but that's a different story. Hello everybody, welcome to a review of Wrestle Kingdom 14. So let's start off with the first 3 matches that were not shown on the main card. And first off, we got a dark match that is not shown on New Japan World. I think it's gonna show on Stardom. Mayu Iwatani and Arisa Hoshiki defeated Hana Kimura and Giulia. That match was only for the audience watching inside the Tokyo Dome. On the pre-show, only 2 matches. Toa Henare and 3 LA Dojo guys, Carl Fredericks, Connors, and Alex Coffin. They defeated the GBH, Toki Makabe, and Tomoaki Honma, and the 2 young lions from Noje Dojo. And we got a Legends tag team match. Tenkozy, Hiroyoshi Tenzan, and Satoshi Kojima defeated a team of Yuji Nagata and Manabu Nakanishi. And I've seen that match like so many times in the past, and including the World Tag League. But yeah, sadly Manabu Nakanishi is set to retire on February 22nd next month due to his neck injury. But yeah, I wish Manabu Nakanishi the best of luck. I mean, sadly, he is not the only one that we're losing in New Japan. So, going on to the main show. So we got the first match, 8-man tag team match, and this was Jushin Thunder Liger's special retirement match on the first night. So we had Naoki Sano and Ryusuke Taguchi, a team defeated a team of Jushin Thunder Liger. From Jushin Thunder Liger's team, they had Tatsumi Fujinami, who trained him like ever since he started wrestling. I mean, without Tatsumi Fujinami, Jushin Thunder Liger wouldn't exist. Jushin Thunder Liger had great rivalries with the Great Sasuke, Otani, Takaiwa, Sano of course, El Samurai, and Kobayashi. And yeah, Jushin Thunder Liger had great rivals and partnered with his close guys like Tiger Mask. And so far, I'd say, well, this was a special attraction match for the audience who's been a fan of New Japan since the 80s or the 90s. So yeah, thank you, Liger. And the next match, we had Suzuki Gun versus Los Ingobernables de Japón. And this was a preview of Zack Sabre Jr. versus Sonata. On the next night, Suzuki Gun won the 8-man tag team match when Zack Sabre Jr. tapped Bushi out. Next match, we had Chaos defeated Bullet Club, and this was a preview of Hiroki Goto versus Kenta for the Never Openweight Championship on the following night. Next match, we had Finjuice, who have defeated Guerrillas of Destiny, and they are now the new IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. Congrats to Juice Robinson and the 4th generation David Finlay. Next match, we had Jon Moxley versus Lance Archer for the IWGP United States Championship in a Texas death match. I mean, so far, I gotta say, I love that match. I love the concept of the match. For the rules of Texas death match, there's no disqualification, obviously. No pinfalls. The only way to win is by a 10-count knockout, which is similar to a last man standing match, or a submission. So Jon Moxley won after he hits Lance with a Death Rider onto the table, and Lance couldn't get up by a 10 count. Thus, Jon Moxley regains the IWGP United States Championship. And afterwards, Jon Moxley cuts a promo on Juice Robinson as they will settle once and for all on the following night. Next match, wow, There's honestly no words to describe. Hiromu Takahashi versus Will Ospreay, the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. And this was the match of the night in my opinion. Yeah, this was the best match on the first night so far. And I'll be honest, this match had great stories. Everyone was so excited to see Hiromu back from his neck injury. And Will Ospreay lost the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship to Hiromu Takahashi. And I gotta say, I enjoy this match. Since Hiromu Takahashi is currently holding the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship, I think it's time for Will Ospreay to step up to the heavyweight division. I mean, from what I heard, he's going after the British Heavyweight Championship. And the next match, we had Tetsuya Naito versus Jay White, but I'd say, meh, decent match, but I'll say it's a better match than the first two matches that these two fought. Tetsuya Naito won the IWGP Intercontinental Championship. But yeah, so many interference from Gato. Yeah, Gato, get away from me. Next match, well, this was the main event. Kazuchika Okada defeated Kota Ibushi to retain IWGP Heavyweight Championship. I would say the second best match of the night so far. You know, I'll be honest. These two have fought each other in the past, obviously. And I think only one time Kota beat Kazuchika. Just once. And yeah, sadly, we won't be seeing him as the IWGP Heavyweight Champion anytime soon. Hopefully this year, and most likely next year. Afterwards, Kazuchika and Tetsuya had a stare down for the next main event following night. Second night at the Tokyo Dome, January 5th, we had a pre-show match. It was a gauntlet match for the Never Openweight 6-Man Tag Team Championship. We finally have a title change. The LIJ has the Never Openweight 6-Man Tag Team Championship. Next match, which is on the main card, we had Jushin Thunder Liger's retirement match. But unfortunately, we had younger guys Hiromu Takahashi and Ryu Lee, aka Dragon Lee, defeated the legend Naoki Sano and the great legend Jushin Thunder Liger. And I will say thank you, Liger, for the 31-year career. We wish you the best of luck and hope to see you get inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. Ding! And next match, we had the Junior Heavyweight Division match between Roppongi 3K, Sho and Yo, and Bullet Club, Taiji Ishimori, and El Fantasmo. And this was for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championship. And I gotta say, this match was good, I say. But what I liked was when Sho had a great strategy when he had a cup in his testicles when El Fantasmo was about to punch in his balls. Unfortunately, it was backfired when Sho revealed that he had his cup under his ball for this whole time, and then he hit the 3K finishing move, and they won the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championship once again. Next match, we had Zack Sabre Jr. versus Sanada for the British Heavyweight Championship, but unfortunately, Sanada wasn't able to win the British Heavyweight Championship alongside with every member of LIJ. Thus, Zack Sabre Jr. wins with a strategical pinfall. And next match, we had a rematch between Jon Moxley versus Juice Robinson. This was for the IWGP United States Championship. Unfortunately, Juice Robinson didn't get the job done as Jon Moxley hits him with the Death Rider. Wow, look at that strategical maneuver. He hits the double underhook DDT followed by a Death Rider. And this match, well, I wouldn't say it was a better match than the first match that these two faced at the Best of the Super Junior, but yeah, decent match I would say. And then afterwards, the King, Minoru Suzuki, came out and goes after Jon Moxley, goes for a sleeper hold, followed by the Gotch style pile driver, and he's going to become the next challenger for the IWGP United States Championship. Well, this is going to be a lot interesting if you ask me. I mean, that one moment when you realize Jon Moxley had bigger potential in New Japan than AEW. And the next match, we had Hiroki Goto versus Kenta for the Never Openweight Championship. Unfortunately for Kenta, Hiroki Goto won the Never Openweight Championship once again. And so far, he is tied with Chaos member Tomohiro Ishii, five-time Never Openweight Champion. And next match, we had a special singles match between two of the losers who lost in the semi/main event. Jay White sadly defeated Kota Ibushi. Isn't that great? I mean, I knew this would happen because after Kota Ibushi lost to Kazuchika Okada in the main event, his momentum went down in the drain and finally gets back up on the following night. And the next match in the semi-main event, Chris Jericho versus Hiroshi Tanahashi in a special singles match, and this had a stipulation as if Hiroshi won, he would have received a title shot for the AEW World Championship as he would have entered the Forbidden Door. Unfortunately, the Forbidden Door was shut as Chris Jericho won by a submission hold, which was the Lion's Hammer. So yeah, you won't be seeing AEW and New Japan partnering up anytime soon, hopefully next year. And the next match, well, the main event everyone has witnessed, the Double Gold Dash match for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship and the IWGP Intercontinental Championship. And for this whole time, I knew this was going to happen. And this has got to be the best match. On the second night, Tetsuya Naito holds the IWGP Intercontinental Championship 5 times. And the IWGP Heavyweight Championship 2 times. And afterwards, Tetsuya Naito cuts a promo on Kazuchika Okada as these two will settle once again in the Tokyo Dome in the future. And yeah, Tetsuya Naito cuts a promo, you know, the usual promo, but first time inside the Tokyo Dome. And as he was about to do a roll call, unfortunately, someone had to ruin the night. No one knew this was coming, as Kenta had to ruin the ceremony as he would attack Tetsuya Naito at the end of the night, and he holds the 2 titles that Tetsuya won. The fans inside the Tokyo Dome were not very pleased about it. Well, I gotta say, what a history and what a moment. This was no doubt one of the best Wrestle Kingdom show I've watched, next to Wrestle Kingdom 13, which was the previous Wrestle Kingdom. But I gotta say, I would put this as a top 5 best Wrestle Kingdom I've ever watched. But you know what? You never know what's gonna happen at Wrestle Kingdom 15. Yeah. With that said, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe for more content. Tap that little bell so you don't want to miss an upload. And as always, stay safe, peace, and cheers.